take me together. Boys like you love me forever. So good. She really ate with that. I'm doing the double filming right now. So we have Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. We are back. I am just getting ready because today Mac and I are celebrating our 3-year anniversary 2 days early with lunch because we have a meeting with a potential new client on Wednesday lunch, which is when we were originally going to do it, which is our anniversary. But because Mac has the day off today, we just kind of decided to move stuff around. And then we'll, you know, do something in the evening Wednesday, more chill. But today is going to be our nice lunch. And my goodness, it is warm. So yeah, and I actually have a little unboxing I want to show you. I did some shopping and I really wanted to wait to unbox it so I could film, but my vanity wouldn't allow me because I have had the meanest hormonal pimple that has just occupied my forehead for 2 weeks, and I wanted the pimple to go down. I know, a bit lame, but it's almost gone. So that is from Cider, and I bought it all because I just found some really cute stuff and I wanted to show it to you guys as I did sort of my live reaction. I did shop with them before, mostly when I lived in Australia. And I've had kind of some hits and misses, I'll say. Like, I have one lace dress, I actually think I have it with me, which I really have loved. It's gone with me everywhere on travels. And then I also like had a few things that I just ended up returning or I wasn't really happy with. Okay, so we have 3 dresses and 1 pair of shoes. I'm just gonna try it on. I'm filming for my Instagram and TikTok as well, so if I'm kind of looking all over the place, that's why. Okay, this is fun, and excuse that, by the way, it is laundry day. But this is cute. So all 3 dresses that I got are mini dresses. I love a midi, I love a maxi. I own a fair few by now. And I was just like, Sandra, you're only 28, turning 29. Don't, you know, mature too early. Now is probably the time. Like, I'm not saying you can't wear mini skirts when you get older, but you know what I mean? Like, lean into it. Don't, you know, be too demure too early. So I got myself some mini dresses and I think this is super cute. This is like halter neck, kind of cowl neck. Makes me want to dance. It's gonna be perfect for dancing on summer nights. So far so good, I reckon. I like this one. Check out this one with my vintage Manolos. That is so cute. Okay, so this one looks very cute. I do like the way it fits. I will say the material feels slightly flimsy, but it's actually not as sheer as I thought it would be. I'm wearing like some big kind of granny panties right now that are dark and you can't really tell, so that is good. It is really cute. It's just, I suppose maybe I would say it feels a little cheap, but then it also was a cheap dress. So, you know, I'm not unhappy with it. But yeah, to me, that's what I mean with some of it varies a lot. Like that dress I was wearing before feels thicker, slightly more properly made, where this, it looks cute, but it feels cheaper. These look cute. Let's try these. That's cute. This is actually a fit. I might just wear this later tonight. Okay guys, this is the final mini dress. I am super pleased with this. I was hoping that this would fit because I thought it might be cute for the anniversary lunch, and I think it works for that purpose. I'll do it with like a little black kitten heel. It is a little bit sheer, but I have never been shy of a little bit of nipple, so for me it works. If you aren't comfortable with that, I guess you could wear this with like covers or a strapless bra. I mean, sometimes I like to put strapless bras on with stuff like this if I want my boobs to look bigger, but actually I don't mind how they look in this. So yeah, no, I'm very happy with this one. I'm gonna take this off. Good morning guys. I am sat outside in a glorious ray of sun this morning, and I'm trying to do a thing where I focus on like my writing and creative content before I get to my emails and like the business side of things, just to really prioritize that more. So that's what's happening right now. Mac is making me a coffee. I have a new decaf we're trying out. I can't remember if I've spoken it on here, but I've definitely shared on Instagram my sort of no coffee, no caffeine journey. And yes, I have. I've shown you the macchiato I used to drink, which is still lovely, but for me it is a bit more wintry. And in summer, you know, it's nice to have a coffee, it's nice to have an iced coffee, but without the jitters. So I bought this really cute brand I've seen around here called Morning Matters. They have a package called Dilulo Decaf, which I was all for. So he's making that for me, and I will let you know how it is. I'll show you the package quickly because it was really cute. This is it. So it says it has notes of milk, chocolate, hazelnut, and black currant. So that should be nice. So Mac and I have just finished a meeting. I'm about to go do some more work. I wanted to show you this dress. Oh, he's on the phone. I bought it at a really random store here in Lisbon called Mega Store that like has everything. And yeah, I'm just one of those people that can always find something cute I want for myself, no matter which store I'm in. It's 95% cotton, which for like 19 euros is pretty good. So I am just getting ready to go to the gym. Honestly, the day has kind of just passed going from my computer to my phone. We had that meeting, but I'm getting a lot of like more creative work done, so I'm super happy with that. And tonight I just really want to film some content. Like I have a whole list of ideas. I want to do it in the golden hour light on the terrace, just like have fun with it, because it's interesting for someone like me when, you know, you start off doing this, you start off being on social media, or in my case having a blog for fun, then that turns into a career. So obviously you implement structures and you have more responsibility and clients, and you need to be a little bit more strategic. But like the backbone of the whole thing and the reason you were successful to begin with has to do with your creativity or your expression. So for me, it's very important to feel like I can nurture that. Actually, that sometimes I need work days to allow that space for things to come through naturally, because I think anyone who works with anything creative knows that unfortunately you can't just sit down and be like, okay, these 30 minutes, that's my creativity time, let's go. Me personally, my ideas and my flows come like that classic thing when you're in the shower, when you're on a walk, when you're doing something else, pops into my mind, write it down, and then execute it later. And right now I have like a whole list of so many things that have popped into my mind that I just really want to get going on. But I thought I would gym first because I am going to be getting all, you know, photo and content ready, and I prefer to do that and not have to like shower twice in a day. So yeah, I'm off to the gym. I've really been quite serious about some of my health and fitness goals. Recently, I had a chat with some people around me, some women I encountered that really inspired me to become even stronger, and not from like a, oh, I need to look perfect, I need to be this or that, but from like a longevity perspective, from a health perspective. Just really had some impactful stories about what taking charge of your health can do. So yeah, I'm feeling motivated. My goal for a long time has been to grow my arms. For me, the strongest part of my body is my legs. And yeah, you know, I was always in PE. I hated it. Have never really been able to do a full push-up. I'm still on my knees, but I am at more push-ups. I can kind of do one without my knees now, but it's not with perfect form. Also, I think I completely forgot to update you on the anniversary lunch. I showed you the outfits before we were going, I believe. But yeah, I got super day drunk at the anniversary lunch. It really does not take me much these days to be silly Billy. So yeah, that was a really lovely lunch. We went to XXL by Olivier, which has this cute kind of outdoor patio thing that I love. I love that vibe in summer. I love sitting like in the shade, but outside with like a crisp white tablecloth, and there's a wine cooler that has, you know, the water coming down, and you have a crisp glass of white wine and some fries. That is like one of my favorite things. So that was achieved. They had an amazing shrimp and champagne pasta. Oh my God, so good. I have also had so there's a restaurant in Lisbon that's quite popular. It's gone sort of semi-viral, and which is also very much my vibe, kind of like art deco-y, a bit decadent, but like in a nice way. And the food is good there. It's called Rocco. I've had the lobster pasta there a few times, and it's really nice, but like this one was better and maybe 20 euros less. I know shrimp and lobster, obviously lobster is a more expensive thing, but for me, this tasted better and it was less, and the setting was just as nice, and it's not as overrun as I have found. It's that thing. Sometimes you maybe should gatekeep things. But yeah, when we came here in the beginning, it wasn't as hyped, and now it's like that restaurant has just become a bit more, how do you say, in Denmark we say samlebåndsarbejde, like when something is more like a factory, doom, 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 and you can tell you're kind of in a system and you have like 6 different waiters, where in the beginning to me it was more personable. And anyway, this place we went to, XXL by Olivier, was just amazing food, amazing setting, and yeah, we had a great anniversary. Good morning, guys. My mics need charging, so I'm hoping the sound is okay. This room, they can get kind of loud in the morning sort of traffic, but hopefully this is all right. I am currently getting ready to go do some errands, go to the mall. I believe I've taken you there before. I just need sort of like some bits and bobs for summer, and I thought I'd take you along with me. I also wanted to show you quickly, because right now I'm wearing one of my old dresses from Cider. I kind of want to wear it because it's really cute, but I think I might get changed to something more practical. Anyway, this I have had for about 2 years. It's been an amazing travel dress, because like it doesn't curl, not curl, that's Danish to English, sorry. It doesn't crinkle. And it's like really small for traveling. You know, you can just kind of throw it in your bag, throw it back on, and you're all good to go. So I have loved this dress for about 2 years. I'm not sure if they do it anymore. If they do, I will put the link. And I love it because it can be both for me evening and daytime. As I said, I was considering wearing it now just with kind of sandals, but I feel like I might just want to wear shorts and a top, so I'm slightly more agile, I guess, than I am in sort of a fishtail dress. We've had a bit of a vibe shift. I am now in an all linen fit with this little halter, linen pants, and brown sandals. It's a very hot day today, so I thought it's either dress or like light layers vibe. Also gonna show it to you like this. I've put my glasses on, I've got my bag. Small haul. Okay guys, here's a little overview of everything I got. Honestly, it's not that interesting, but I don't even know what to say. I got some more flip-flops for summer. These are also, I need a couple for like inside the house, going in and out of the terrace. And just, you know, if people come over, I don't like shoes inside. So I feel like it's good to have something to give people to, I guess, mediate that when people come in with their shoes. And just these I like having on hand for guests. I was happy with finding in Primark were these notebooks. I need notebooks for my coaching clients. I want to give them each their own so that my note-taking system in sessions is more organized. These I desperately needed. The only way I've been able to figure out how to do a French twist is with this kind of clip, and I've lost my only one. They're actually, like, for hairstyling, not really to wear, but I, for the life of me, can not get those little French twist things to stay. I can only do it with this, and I still think it looks cute. So hopefully those work as well as the one. This is to close groceries. This, it's summer, we're wearing lots of white. Self-explanatory. Okay, this is from Cider, and I love doing this. It is like a mouthwash with charcoal and coconut oil. I swear by oil pulling. Sometimes I'll do it just with coconut oil, but this one is so fresh, so nice, and yeah, I like to do that a couple times a week. And then I got this because it's summer and I need to stay hydrated, and my other one was broken. Oh, and a sheet because it's too hot for the Duna these days. So yeah. I have just finished a big day of editing, writing, brainstorming on content, and I have uploaded my very first Substack, which I wanted to share with you guys. So my first little essay on there is actually about rage bait. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the term, that is a term that is generally used to describe polarizing or like negatively engaging content that shares that opinion or does that thing with the purpose of driving engagement, not necessarily because they want to share the message or the cause. It can be both, but it's a tactic to deliberately drive engagement with things you know will get people to like defend something or feel outraged. And recently I've just been, I'm really hot, you can tell. I'm all shiny too. Yeah, recently I've just been reflecting on the things that I take for granted are common knowledge as an influencer and as someone who's been in the industry, because to me I feel like it's quite clear when someone is doing that. Like, obviously I don't know everyone's motives, only they truly know their motives. And ultimately I'm not suggesting that we don't have discourse or don't talk about things or call people out, but in this piece I've written, I basically dissect how I operate as a content creator, how there is an incentive from the algorithm, and how I think most of us pander to it to a certain extent, but the difference and the harm comes when it's not just me being like, oh, people wanted to know more about this dress, so I made another video, but when it's rewarding, you know, controversial takes, political stuff, misogyny. That is when it really gets interesting, because I believe a lot of this content is being made. Yes, people believe those things, but they also make it to drive engagement, and it then inspires more people because it drives the engagement than it would have without. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not explaining myself super eloquently, but I have put it into eloquent writing, so you can read that on my Substack if you're interested. And yeah, I expect I'll be sharing some things from the industry, but I'm also writing some things that are more just personal takes, like sharing my journey. I'm working on a big thing that I might also make into a YouTube video. It was actually requested to me by one of you guys about jealousy. I have a video, I can't remember if it's in Danish or English right now. Anyway, I have a video on here about jealousy that is a few years old now, because it is something that I overcame a lot. And that video was made when I was still in my previous relationship. This is about like romantic jealousy, by the way. But I made that video and I still stand by it, but I also have new points. Because, okay, just to make it short, because I'm gonna get into this some other time, I essentially feel like I was very jealous. Then I worked on myself and became so, I guess, became so good almost at feeling peace, at detaching, at being like, okay, let's go with the flow, that I ended up not fully honoring my boundaries. It's funny, isn't it? In life, the pendulum swings. And now I feel like, I mean, I might make a video in 2 years giving my new update on this, but now I feel like I have things to add to that video and to my experience also as I grow older. I'm in a new relationship. I like reflect differently on my younger self because time, right? And like hindsight as you grow older. So yeah, that's something I expect to both be writing about and potentially also filming a video about. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. I feel like this vlog, I haven't done much. I haven't taken you many places, but it's literally that I haven't actually been many places. Like I went to lunch and I went to the mall and then I've had my routine, but yeah. I'm gonna get cooking on some dinner and then I'm gonna watch The Buccaneers, which I was so pleasantly surprised by. The first 20 minutes, I was worried. I was worried that it was gonna be too teeny for where I am now, unfortunately. I found some of the dialogue a bit cringe. It was a bit like, it was just a bit, I was like, am I aging out of the target audience for this, right? But then I like binged the 3 first episodes and I was so in, and yesterday I watched episode 4, it was really good. There was like, it's a lot, like it's not the deepest show on earth, but it touches on more deep subjects than I would have expected initially. I thought there was some really solid acting, some very moving moments, and I think it's a good balance of comedy and frivolity and drama and seriousness. And Christina Hendricks is like the mum in the show, or one of the mums in the show, and she is wonderful. I mean, obviously it's a period drama, so I had to try it, right? And so far, so good. Okay, time for pasta and time for AC, because sometimes you just need a good old-fashioned girl dinner.